Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So let's talk about Porsha Williams, daughter's father, none other than Dennis McKinley. He gets harassed and he gets pulled over by the police while he is shopping to buy him a chicken sandwich that only cost $4. I was like, OMG. Here is Dennis McKinley, Porsha's daughter's father, and basically he was out last night having a good time because his birthday was earlier this week, and so he was buying himself a sandwich, and then the police officer Beth Walsh, she came over there and basically was like, hey boy, what you doing? Were you stealing sandwiches? And she detained him and she sat him down in front of everybody and she questioned him, and Dennis McKinley was trying to tell her, hey listen, I got the receipt, officer, I could take care of this quick and easy, and she didn't want to hear it. She called her partner over, and basically Dennis McKinley was being harassed because he was black. That's just the case. That's just the story. That's just what it is. There was no reason for her to think that he was stealing. All she had to do was ask him for his receipt. That was basically about it. That's all she had to do was say, let me see your receipt. Let me see proof of purchase, or whatever the case may be. But so here is Dennis McKinley being detained by police officer Beth Walsh.
Excuse me? You asking me what you asking me?
I'm saying why you did it and what happened.
Because this is my phone. I don't know. I just want to make sure it's I just want to make sure it's going to go everything. You know how they do us. Regardless of whatever you do, you got to treat like a human being. If you're wrong, just treat them.
That is just so messed up. They just got that man sitting there. He's handcuffed and everything, like OMG. I was just like, yo, that is so wrong. That is against his rights. For no reason, pull that man over and stop him and accuse him of stealing, accuse him of taking something without even finding out, without even asking the cashier, without even asking for a receipt, proof of purchase, or whatever the case may be. So Dennis McKinley, he went on to his IG, basically explained his story of how he felt like, he was, he was discriminated against. He was racially profiled, and it was just awful. Not being able to move, not being able to get up, being able to move around, because if you do, you never know what could happen, what they might do to you, and all that other stuff. And basically, this guy has about like $10 million in the bank, and he's just chilling, buying himself a chicken sandwich, and he can't even do that without being harassed by the police, without being accused of being a criminal, being detained, and having handcuffs on him, sitting down. Could you imagine having handcuffs on you, sitting down, you being detained and you being questioned about something that you didn't even do, and you're trying to explain to the people what's going on, they ain't even trying to hear it. So Dennis McKinley posted this on his IG too as well, basically saying that he was arrested and he was detained for his rights was infringed on because he bought a $4 sandwich, and he had the receipt, he had everything on him, and it could have been easily resolved without the officer detaining him, putting him in handcuffs like he was dangerous, like he's a criminal, like he was gonna hurt her, like he was gonna do something to her. You can look at Dennis McKinley by the way he talks that he ain't gonna do nothing to you. Look at his hair, look at his skin. He got good skin, good hair. He ain't no bum. It didn't matter if he was dressed in fancy clothes or not. He was just black while buying a chicken sandwich, and that's what the case may be. That's the case. I was just like, damn, that is just so awful. That just really low down and dirty, like it ain't nobody's business for them to do that, and they feel like it's all good, like they got away with it, like they made this guy's life like hell, you know what I'm saying, made his night like hell, detained him, put him in handcuffs like he's an animal, like he's a criminal, like he steals, and basically he couldn't get up, he couldn't walk away, he was detained, he had handcuffs on him, sitting in a chair like he was a criminal, being being interrogated in public for no reason at all, only because he was black buying a chicken sandwich. And just because he's black, he's dangerous, so we got to put handcuffs on him because he's a criminal. You know, he could have had on diamonds, he could have had on everything. He could have had a badge on that said that he was a doctor or a surgeon, or he could have had a badge that's saying that, you know, he was a doctor or something like that. They wouldn't have cared in the first place, because they already assumed, that lady assumed, Amy, Beth Wash, she already assumed that he was a criminal. He stole, and she knew he stole. What kind of detective, what kind of police officer are you, where you just put somebody down for no reason, while the real criminals are walking around and doing everything in front of your face, but you're gonna pull him over because he's black and you wanted to harass him and make his night like nothing, and make him feel like he's a second class citizen, like he ain't a citizen, like he wasn't born in this country, like he don't got no rights, like the Constitution doesn't protect him either. But I guess the Constitution does not protect black people, let me tell you. So therefore, when we need a president for 2020, we need a president that is going to actually put some order in the police department, actually put some rules and regulations that they cannot racially profile and hurt and take away black men's life. They cannot do that, and they cannot continue to be found not guilty after all the heinous things that the police officers do to black males, black American men, and descendants of slave, ADOS. You know, they get away with it. They have no regards, because they have a green card. I mean, they have the green light. They have like get ready, set, go. Any black person we want to harass and take out, we can do that, because ain't nobody gonna press charges against us. We ain't gonna go to jail. If you go to my community wall, you'll see so many stories about the police officers that are actually a part of the dominant society, and actually a part of, you know, targeting and hurting black people, and that's their goal, on my community wall and all over the blogs too as well. Like, these police departments are just racially profiling and hurting black people, hurting black Americans, hurting ADOS, descendants of slaves, hurting our people. We need somebody in office is that going to rule, that's going to do some regulations, that's going to turn things around in the police department all over the world, that they have some guidelines, they have some stipulations, and if they don't follow the guidelines and they get out of the guidelines, and if they violate, you know, our rights, they need to be punished and they need to be fired too as well. And that's what we need in the office. We need somebody to regulate these police officers, because they are getting away with murder. They're doing anything and everything. You know, that could have been you, that could have been me, that we somewhere, we buying food with our hard-earned money that we done slave for, that we done work 9 to 5, 18 hours a day for, and boom, we go buy a chicken sandwich and we can get detained and get arrested and be put on like a block. You know, it's like humiliating you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna humiliate you, I'm gonna make you feel less than, and then I'm gonna terrorize you and talk crap to you and treat you like you ain't no good and there's nothing you can do about it. Then I'm gonna let you walk on your merry way after I done ruined your night, because I know what I did, because I did it on purpose and it made me feel like a better person. OMG, this is crazy. For real, this is just low down and dirty. I'm like, yo, this is just crazy. Like, this happens every day, you know, and people think, oh no, they're criminals. No, Dennis McKinley ain't no criminal. He was buying a chicken sandwich. That could have been you buying a chicken sandwich. That could have been your nephew buying a chicken sandwich. That could have been your cousin. That could have been your uncle. That could have been your brother. That could have been your father buying a chicken sandwich. And it could have went a lot worse than that, where he actually could have got into the police car and disappeared or been pronounced dead. You know what I'm saying? So peace and out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby.